Hey, Steve Stein from Guitar Zoom here, and today we're going to be talking about alternate picking and just getting started on how to practice alternate picking. Now, what is alternate picking? Well, first of all, when you play guitar and you're holding a guitar pick, the first thing you learn how to do is what we call down picking, which is when you're just playing this. You know, you might be playing a song or whatever it might be, or a scale or something. Alternate picking is when you learn to efficiently play down and up on a string. So what I want to do is just in a couple of minutes here is to show you something that you can do to practice this and develop your skill set. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about palm muting. I think this is really important just to make the whole thing sound a little bit better. So we're going to take the karate chop part of our hand here. We're going to place it right where the string and the bridge meet. And what you want to do is just kind of practice with downstrokes here, kind of where you need to be. If you move too far this direction, you're going to kill the string. If you move too far that direction, you won't be palm muting. So you kind of just want to find this spot right here where that meets the string and the bridge. And you don't need to pick really hard or anything like that. You just need to have even pick attacks there, both in the amount that you're moving and the hardness at which you're hitting that string. You know, you don't have to strike it really, really hard. Just relax. Now, the trick with alternate picking is we've got to try and get an up in between those downs. So let's not worry about how fast we're going right now. Let's just get used to the practice of it. So as you start doing this, what I want you to be aware of is how hard you're hitting that string, how hard your pick is hitting that string, and the volume at which you're hitting on both the down and the up, because you really want them to start sounding like they're the same thing. So don't worry about how fast you're doing it. Think about how it sounds and think about relaxing a little bit. Now, as you get a little more comfortable, there's a couple other things that happen here. First of all, you're going to start becoming aware of whether or not, as you're doing your down and your up picking, whether or not the motion is coming from your thumb, whether it's coming from your wrist, or whether it might be coming from maybe your elbow. Now, when you move different speeds, oftentimes this will move, and I would just want you to be aware of that. So when you first start, you might be trying to move from the fingers here, which is okay, but you might find more success when you start trying to move from the wrist a little bit. And again, they don't need to be really huge. All you need to do is get from point A to point B. Focus on how hard or soft you're picking, and focus on the evenness of the pick attack. Now, as you start going a little bit faster, be prepared to maybe move back a little bit with that guitar pick. So you're not, here's the guitar string, you're not sticking the guitar pick all the way in there. You're really just trying to hit it with the tip of the guitar pick, so you're able to move across there smoothly. If you push in, you're going to start getting stuck on that string. Okay, so again, adding a bit of palm mute here. We can get our downs situated, and then we start adding those ups. And notice how when I add those ups, everything about my wrist, everything about my hand really does change. Where this is more of an aggressive motion downward because I got to go faster. When I start doing alternate picking, everything becomes a little more efficient. I always say it's like the difference between running on one leg versus two. You're not only going to be able to go twice as fast, you'll be able to go a lot faster than that, but everything becomes more efficient. The same thing's happening here. So again, focus on relaxing, minimizing the pick motion, minimizing the attack, right? Trying to keep the dynamic level, the volume level similar. And as you do this, again, become aware of whether or not you're moving from the fingers, from the wrist, or from the elbow as you're doing this. The last thing I want to explain to you, and then this would be something really great for you to start on, is simply learning how to turn the pick. You might be at this angle because you're used to playing here, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's perfect. But if you turn up a little bit and start picking from this direction up here, sometimes it's easier for people. So you just have to be aware that you can actually rotate this way and decide where you want to play. So if you think about it, here's the guitar string, okay? You could be playing right here against that, but you might find more success in turning up a little bit with your wrist. And it's all about tension. Releasing tension. When you do this, trying to find the most efficient way of being able to do this so it feels comfortable for you. If sitting here flat like this is most comfortable for you, there's nothing wrong with that. I just want you to be aware that you can hit that string at different angles as well, whether you're sitting here, whether you're sitting up a little bit, whatever feels most comfortable for you when you play. You see? So there's some play there that you want to get comfortable with. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. Hope you learned something from this, and just letting you know too that we at Guitar Zoom now offer the Guitar Zoom Academy, which is specialized one-on-one live guitar lessons with amazing instructors, hyper-focused to what your needs are, what your goals are. We plan out what we call SMART goals, and we work around exactly what it is that you're looking for and develop a plan to get you there. So if you're interested, make sure that you check out guitarzoom.com and check out the Academy.